Well, welcome everybody. Welcome back to the Madoian and Friend podcast.
Yes.
This is now episode 8, Friend 7.
Friend 7.
We got a friend of us,
all
obviously.
Of us. All of us. A friend of all.
The friend of the Madoians. But more specifically, introduced by Matt. So Matt's friend, Bobby. Bobby, welcome, buddy.
Hello, friends.
Oh, what's going on, bro?
Nothing much, just happy to be here. When you guys started this, I've been talking to Mikey maybe about coming on, see if we can come up with some cool topics to talk about, some funny things. So here we are.
You got some stuff?
Yeah,
all right, bro.
I think so.
I had faith in Bob. I feel like it's gonna be a good one, but I'm happy to have you here, buddy.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, boys, I feel like fucking shit.
Oh yeah, why is that, Alex?
Well, I was thinking. Well, I was drinking last night.
Oh yeah.
But I was thinking about it, and it's kind of funny that like Manny's episode will have come out.
Yeah.
And that was just last night.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the follow-up. So then the next week, people can just see the aftermath of Manny's episode. But yeah, we drank a little bit last night.
What were we drinking last night, Alex?
I'm getting older these days, and I'm
getting a little classy.
Get a little classy, a little fancy these days, and just drink a little wine last night. Me and the boys.
Very mature.
Very mature. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. But low-key, wine drunk is fun as shit. It's mad fucking fun. But the hangover is,
sucks it right
you
out
gotta,
of you.
yeah, you gotta fucking deal with that. That's the other part. I mean, getting older, like, I can drink fancy wines like barefoot Pinot Grigio. but also
sussy.
But also, your hangovers, bro, when you get older.
A little bit worse.
I'm only 23.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not that old.
They're coming, bro. They're gonna be worse. But that's what sucks. Is like this is a sign of things to come. And I'm only 23 years old.
Key thing to remember when getting wine drunk, especially when you're drinking red wine.
Fuck red wine.
If you get drunk and pass out and don't brush your teeth at night, it's gonna be tough in the morning when you just wipe your mouth. Because I've done this after Thanksgiving.
Oh God.
Just wipe your mouth. And it's all in there. It's all just kind of in your crevices.
Yeah, you're crusty.
Not good.
No, you're dry, bro. I woke up on literally behind the camera, that bed right there, and was like, I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead.
Little cotton mouth.
But yeah, dude, it's been a good morning, I'd say. Not really, honestly, really, because again, the aftermath.
Yeah.
Fucking Joe. Who we've had on the podcast.
Yes.
Or one of my Joe.
Yes.
This kid last night
obliterated.
As we all were. Again, thanks for driving.
Yeah.
This kid in the middle of or not in the middle of, but we're driving, and he was so amped and ready to go to the breakfast nook this morning. He was
fire spot, by the way.
Absolutely amazing.
Immaculate
local spot. Everyone's got their own local spot. For us, it's the breakfast nook
in the northern part of North Kingstown.
It's
if you ain't getting breakfast there, you're doing it wrong.
It's absolute fuego. But so anyway, we were all trying to go, and Joe doesn't usually wake up that early.
No,
not usually. But he was like, I want to be there for 8:30. I'm like, dude, I'm down.
Never mind, this is at 2:00 in the morning last night.
Yeah, it was pretty late.
Those ideas never work out. You always say, oh, let's do something right in the morning.
Yeah, but for me, dude, no matter what, I'm like, all right, dude, well, I'll be there. right, so fine. I even set alarms, everything like that. And Gibby was on board, the whole 9. Wake up this morning, and I see an email from Joe, all caps. Yo, phone broke, but I'm definitely down to go. Call me over and over again, knock on the door, whatever. God bless you.
Bless you.
Gracias.
You're welcome.
Wait, so he broke his phone last night?
Well, his phone had previously been broken,
okay.
But when he got home, he it smashed or whatever.
Got it.
But kid I woke up, or not woke up. I get there, knock on his bedroom door, open it a little bit, but he's got one of those hook locks. So I'm just through the smallest crease,
like at a hotel.
Yeah. Hello, son. And he's like, Doy, what the fuck what are you doing here? I'm like, what do you mean, what am I doing here? I got a text and an email to come here. And the kid totally forgot. So it's
tough.
Yeah, it's fucking tough. I'm starving now.
Yeah, me too. So Bobby, you got a nickname?
No, you do.
I have many nicknames.
Okay.
No, you have.
Well, one's more iconic than the rest.
One of the best nicknames there is.
Silk.
Silk.
You want to give us a little backstory on how people started to call you Silk?
So back in the day, when I was a little smaller, a little more in shape. Still not really, but for being 10 years old. Played travel basketball, so that's how I know. That's how I know the Madoians. That's how I know Matt, specifically one of my best friends. And my job coming off the bench was just coming off and shooting. That was something I practiced all the time. You know, I was always in the driveway, always shooting, never playing defense. So, one day, Coach Jim Moniz was our old travel coach, and he was just like, "Bobby, your jump shot, smooth as silk," and the name just stuck. And then I was a good free throw shooter and stuff like that, and it was just that name. So throughout high school, even when I'd go play pickup and stuff like that, even when we go play church ball or whatever, any type of pickup, I'd be like, "Oh, who's this fat kid coming on the court?"
Silk.
And then the jump shots would start falling. It's gone away from me a little bit. I'm trying to get it back, but it'll always be there.
Comes back with practice. It's muscle memory.
You hit the first one, it's game over. It's game over.
Yeah.
So hopefully. This is a big summer for me. Hoping the Silk name can really
Sign a
rebrand
little
itself,
contract.
and
Sign a
get
little
back
contract.
out there.
That's
Yeah,
funny, dude.
yeah.
Little deal going.
Dude, but that nickname it holds true. Like your jump shot was money. So
It was
On quite possibly the greatest travel team of all time.
I wasn't that
I think
that earlier one, like the 10-year-old team.
when you guys won like 28 championships.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did.
Me and Alex won 0.
Bro.
Yeah, but
combined.
Then I went to Susie's Ballers team.
Oh yeah, well that's where you went wrong.
Yeah, well I got cut.
Didn't you get back on though?
No, I
You
was
never
never. I was that like
Brutal travel team.
that ridiculous team.
Yeah.
Like remember when they made one team?
Yeah.
I didn't make that team.
Really?
I was with Matt like earlier when Moni's like when there were two teams and like they had the other gold team.
Yeah.
And we were good, but they wanted to make one team, and I remember tryouts. Like I didn't have a good first tryout, and I think I got sick and missed the second one, and then
It's tough.
we ended up making this garbage second team. It's not even willing.
Yeah.
It's not even worth willing to discuss.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no.
God.
So-
Yeah, but dude, let alone championships, bro. There was oftentimes I think we talked about it with James in his podcast. I didn't make it out of the first round
Yeah,
more
me
than
either.
5 times.
My travel team was really bad. We were the worst of all 3. It's quite sad.
Of all 3 of us.
No.
Oh,
We had
all
our age group had 3 travel teams.
Yeah, so
and
did
mine
we.
was the worst.
Well, I couldn't say we were the worst team because like we would beat the other bad team,
Oh yeah.
but like the
Other
third team
good
was
teams,
just
you were
good. Like
just- yeah.
well, like you know the team that was in my grade that was just like JP.
Yeah.
JP,
Like
Quino,
Hess,
those
like
yeah.
everyone, like all the best athletes, and then like no offense to any of my friends, but we had the best time. It was
And
fun.
none of them ended up playing basketball. So
Yeah, that's either
yeah,
what it
minimal
is.
amount of people that I played on my travel team played in high school.
You're either getting the most wins or you're having the most fun. There's
Yeah.
not
We
a
were
whole lot of
more than
obviously winning is
on the
fun,
side of fun.
but yeah, definitely.
We weren't winning much.
Gentlemen, how are our brackets looking?
Oh,
garbage.
yeah, bro.
So when we're recording this, we're obviously recording this one a week in advance. It is now we're going into the second
It's now
round
March
today.
23rd, 10:18.
Yeah, the second round starts today, right?
It's round of 32.
Round of
so-
32. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my bracket's really shot. Mississippi State kind of fucked me. Kansas State also kind of screwed me.
Iowa State really fucked.
Iowa State screwed me as
Yeah.
well. Elite Eight still intact.
Mm.
Duke, one of my winners, still alive. Tennessee, my other winner,
Shocker.
still alive.
Mm.
Thank
It
the
got
Lord.
kind of close yesterday. Colgate gave him a run.
But the thing is, every game has been close. Tennessee won by 7 points.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm.
Every
Yeah.
game
Was
at
that
halftime
in their
has
116
been
matchup.
yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Tennessee's at 215,
yeah.
Okay.
but still.
Bradley was beating Michigan's another 215. Bradley was beating Michigan
But
State down the stretch.
every game has been like tied or close to tied at halftime, or even the 15 or 16 seed being up at halftime, which I was totally blown away by.
Just to go off that Michigan State game, a thing that's like been viral on Twitter
Oh,
is Tom Izzo going after
He went
Aaron.
at-
It was
he
Aaron
went-
Henry.
At that kid, they had to hold him back.
I understand, but if you like, we all grew up playing sports, like especially in football. Like, have you never had like Coach Gilmartin just scream in your face?
Bro, Coach-
Me and you specifically.
I mean,
we
they
got
might
it. We were like, after after you were gone, I took the mantle of just the poster child. I
I
just
got a
love
great
to get
story.
screamed at. Love to get his cat. Oh, I love to get threatened with my captainship getting taken away.
Yep.
All that types of stuff. And I was never I didn't think I did anything like that heinous.
Me either, except one thing. And I'm so sorry. Dude, one time where I don't even know who we were going to play, but it was practice, dude. And we were practicing the tight end middle screen. So we practiced the tight end middle screen, and I do it. And then fucking nobody blocked anybody. Everyone was on me, but then the whistle blows, and I didn't know who was on me. I genuinely didn't know it was you, Bobby. But there was just one person still just wrapped on my leg as hard as they could.
Play to the whistle, folks.
And I was fucking like yanking to get out, and I just whipped the ball at Bobby's helmet, and I was like, "Get the fuck!" and Coach Martin just was like,
"He's running for the rest of practice.
Start fucking running, yo!" And I was like, "God damn it!" So I literally just start running like big laps, big fucking laps.
That's
dude.
amazing.
Oh my god!
And like he literally forgot I was running, and fucking Coach he was the receivers coach.
Matt Miller.
Yeah, Coach Miller. I knew it was Matt, but I didn't want to be like that guy. Matt.
Coach Matt Miller.
But Coach Miller was like, "Yo, Coach Martin, like, Alex is still running." He was like, "Oh, make him do 2 more and then get him back in here." And literally made me like do 2 more, call me back in, and then I got in the next play, and I was like, I remember what the next play was too. But
don't ask me why, but I remember this. North Kingstown High School had their dodgeball tournament that night. We were the Husky boys, and you had to come and I think you had to come and say sorry to me because you threw the ball at me.
That's amazing.
Good times.
Dude, yeah, Coach Martin used to yell at me, but the worst I've ever got it. And if any of my boys, shout out to the Bryant football team. If any of my boys
I think
are
I know
listening,
what you're going to talk about.
and shout out to Coach S too. But Coach S, Coach Shalava, my tight end coach at Bryant, while I was a tight end there. It was all out of love. I know that, so I'm not worried about it. But he used to fucking berate me, dog. Absolutely, just shit on my life, dude. There was like upperclassmen that would be like, "Madoian, I love you, bro, but like honestly, you like getting yelled at by Coach Shalava helps practice go by so fast." And I'm like, I guess I'm glad I can help you, buddy. But dude, they're like, it's just entertainment. They're like, there's nothing against you, but like, there's nothing funnier than Coach when like across the field you hear, "God damn it, Madoian." And I'm like, and I literally would do this. And one time I did this, like, I don't know what you want from me. And he was like, "If you do this one more fucking time, I'm gonna cut both your goddamn arms off and slap you with them. Get the fuck back on the line." And I was like, all right, fair enough. And from there, I didn't switch to DN because of that. I just would much rather play defensive end.
But what I thought you were going to talk about, last thing I want to say on this was,
please do.
You'll definitely remember this, but we were playing a rainy night game Friday night up in Central.
Oh,
this was my sophomore year, Alex's senior year.
I'm a fucking dickhead. Huh?
And Alex,
didn't you get kicked out?
Alex was having a good game, feeling himself. We were in that game.
Yeah.
Mind you, to all the friends, North Kingstown football.
I blew it.
Before Coach Martin was just awful.
I absolutely blew a touchdown.
Coming off of 3 seasons where we won 1 game.
Yep.
We're in a game at Central, tough environment, tough team.
Yep.
And we're in the game. We're driving down the field. Like I said, rainy night. Alex catches this huge pass across the field for a first down. Just stands up like he's Rob Gronkowski or some other tight end, big receiver in the NFL, and points forward for the first down. Now, me, a scrub at this point, most of my career at North Kingstown High School, was watching from the sidelines, watched our coach run onto the field and bring him off.
Yep.
Another friend of the podcast, Sam Valley, backup tight end, who was a sophomore at the time, was just thrown into the mix and had to take over for Alex because Alex was benched for the rest of the game.
Well, I was benched for most of the game, but then I got into the game, and what the kicker was when I yelled at Burke.
Oh.
And I really feel bad.
I did not remember this part.
Well, because this like I was just excited though.
Oh,
like, I don't know why that was
rightfully
okay.
so.
Well, but
rightfully
then
so.
Coach Dempsey was up in the booth and literally phoned in and was like, "Joe, he did it again," and literally was like, "Yep, get out." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And but the other one was when Burke came in and had been playing receiver and everything. But then whoever, I think Chevalier was the quarterback at the time. Like Matt
And we
hadn't
switched
come in
back
yet,
and forth a lot that year,
but
I remember.
Burt came in and like he just like forgot one of the plays or like didn't know what coach called, and like I was just frustrated because we were losing and like I had already gotten kicked out of the game by coach, so I was just like I yelled at him. I was like, I think I said if you don't know the fucking plays, like don't fucking do it. And it was just like such an asshole move. But the worst part about the whole thing was that the stadium was a stone like dome looking thing.
Yep.
So just my voice echoed off the whole thing.
City Field, baby.
So
Up in
every
Mount
parent
Pleasant.
in the whole stadium like heard me say that, including our parents, and they weren't pleased. And I really feel
awesome.
bad about that. So sorry, Burke. I love you, buddy.
Oh my god.
You were great.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, dude. I got yelled at a lot, and then I did get kicked out of my first game senior year because I punched a kid.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about that too.
Yeah.
I wasn't at that game.
Alex was
So
a real bad boy in high
Real
school,
hothead.
especially on the
I
field.
guess.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was. I was just pretty. Just that kid just sucked so much. He was so bad,
What are you gonna do?
and he just like couldn't do anything else. So he just like grabbed my like jersey and just like whipped me around. And I got up, I grabbed him by the jersey and went under the chin.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, cause dude, what am I? I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna hate his face mask.
Yeah.
So I gotta get at least something.
That's always a great thing to watch in the NFL and college football when they get into actual like brawls and they always try and punch the helmet.
Yeah.
It's dumb as shit.
What are you doing? You're
Nah,
gonna
I
break your hand.
pull-
You go right under.
Yeah.
Or go for the eyes.
Fuck that kid.
Yeah.
I think that either that same kid or I think it was the Pilgrim game. Some kid that like I was blocking the whole game went to URI and eventually like told a bunch of like just my friends. They were like, "Oh, 85, yeah, we were gonna fight that game. Yeah, we were totally gonna fight that." And I was like, "Bro, what the fuck are you talking about?" That shit was funny.
That's great.
Well, that's a good story,
Love high
bud.
school
That was-
sports.
It's just funny, dude. I like those are shit that like I totally forgot about.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, just threw a ball at you.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh my god.
So, Bobby, we were talking earlier. You brought up a little debate you had with the gang. And
Yeah, let me so
get Alex's take on it, too.
another friend of the podcast, one of my best friends, Dave Poirier.
They put yay.
We're sitting down, we're watching
Great listener of the podcast. Thank you, Dave.
We're watching
Thumbnail.
We're watching March Madness last night, and actually no, I think this started at the restaurant. Either way, we're talking about what is a better snack. What's better?
Or just what's better? It doesn't have
What's
to be,
just
like whatever
better
you
in general?
classify
Whether
these
you're
two
eating it
foods
for a
as.
meal or a snack doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Totino's pizza rolls.
Yep.
Or bagel bites. And I think the answer is so clear. I don't think there's a debate there. It's Totino's pizza rolls.
I would have to agree 1,000%.
Yeah, me too.
Bagel bites is cardboard.
No, yes, because taste wise, it's just 100%.
And it's let me preface this. I don't hate bagel bites. I enjoy bagel bites.
I would eat a bagel bite right
when
now.
cooked correctly, but I just think Totino's pizza roll. I was raised on that.
Yeah.
Same.
It was a staple in the Hanley household.
Yep.
As it was in the Madoian household.
Yes. Guests are over.
That's
Those babies are in the oven.
yeah.
Shit's easy as fuck.
Yeah.
It was just classic stuff. I didn't think there was a huge debate here, but it got a little
Who
heated.
thought otherwise?
So Dave thought that it was bagel bites. So did Dylan. But Dylan eats a ridiculous. Quick story. We were coming in. We were hanging out by the pool at their house, and I come in, and Dylan,
He's got 20
David's younger brother,
He's got 25 bagel bites
just
on his
this
plate.
brick house of a kid.
Of a
This
young
time
man.
he's a junior, and I think he's a junior in high school.
He's
And he's
senior
just
in high
eating
school.
this
Dylan? Yeah,
industrial-sized plate of bagel bites. So naturally, I come over and I try and grab one, and he whacked my hand.
Well,
away.
that boy can eat like I've never seen before.
Really?
In like
Oh, it's
he's a
ridiculous.
vacuum.
The other night, he had 4 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches at night.
Yeah, he's an animal.
Ew.
So it's like, but he whacked my hand away. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, you got 26.
And I was just like, let me have one. He's like, fine, just one. So I grabbed 2 and ran away.
That's fucking awesome.
But yeah, no, everyone else in our group, so there's probably like 9 of us.
Yeah.
They all thought pizza rolls, and it wasn't really a debate.
So basically, the Poiriers only had.
he
bagel
was
bites.
he was kind of so the thing that was tough, he was fighting a 1-man battle. So it's like it's tough to have any argument when you're that like up like down the hill.
Yeah, when every single
Everyone
other
is just
person-
kind of, and I've had this debate before. I mean, all right, here's another quick one.
Yep.
What's better for chocolate milk, Hershey's syrup
I'm
or
not a chocolate milk fan, so I can't
Okay.
be
Or
on this one.
Nesquik
or
powder.
Nesquik powder?
Bro, that's a really good question.
I
And honestly, It's hard because I haven't had Nesquik in a long time, but when you do, that shit's a throwback as fuck.
So everyone in our friend group said Hershey's syrup. Again, I don't hate Hershey's syrup. I was raised on Nesquik. I think it's so much better. I think the powder is better than the syrup. That's just me.
I think there was a point where we made a switch over. Like I remember, you know what I'm saying?
That's a change of philosophy there.
There was always that yellow fucking Nesquik thing in the cabinet, but then at some point, it was Hershey syrup.
Yeah.
So that's funny, but
yeah, it's mostly a Matt thing.
It is a Matt thing.
Yeah.
That's
a big chop.
Because honestly, when I'm remembering it as like I was dipping into Matt's Nesquik powder.
Yeah.
Like I never drank it, but he loved that shit. But that's funny. Because then they also don't they have Hershey's powder too? So
they
like,
do,
is it a powder versus syrup thing?
I'm not sure. I just think creating
Nesquik's definitely got its own different flavor.
Yeah.
I think Nesquik's flavor is better, but for me, I prefer the powder because I feel like it's when you have too much,
more natural,
it's too syrupy.
Yeah, no, it's like it's like a thick. It's like thick
because the powder dissolves and it's
exactly.
It becomes one with the milk.
Is Nesquik more like a chocolate drink, like a Yoo-Hoo is, or is it like?
Well,
no, because you put it in milk, so that's
that's how the debate started. Was Sam was drinking? Oh, it got brought back up because Sam was drinking a Yoo-Hoo the other day. Not bad.
No, but that's a chocolate drink. It's not milk.
That's true. It's not technically.
That's what it's literally not chocolate milk. It's a chocolate drink, which I don't know what that means.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's good though.
Yeah.
So that
is a good topic.
That's just how our group is, though. I mean, we'll
let us know down in the comments what you guys.
Pizza rolls or bagel bites, Nesquik or Hershey's.
We debate stuff like that all the time, but like that's what friends are for. Like you gotta bounce ideas off.
You're all sitting there watching TV. Yo, dude.
Hey, yo.
I was just thinking of something.
You ever thought Nesquik or Hershey's?
You ever like think of like Reese's versus Hershey's or something? Like just having all these debates of
great.
Or what if I don't debates that not that we have different debates because we talk about shit like that all the time, but I'm probably way too far away. Yeah, that's all right.
I've been going back and forth. I don't know how this is gonna sound.
No,
but I talk loud.
So. You're good. Yeah, we just have like the sports debates, like when I was like we talked about with Manny.
Yeah.
Gordon Hayward.
Jordan, LeBron.
Ugh, don't get me started.
That's the all-time classic one.
It's always gonna. It's probably. Would you say it's like the biggest sports debate?
It's
obviously.
I think it's up there. It has to be.
Because there's no like.
So my view on it. Can we talk about this quickly?
Yeah, sure, of course.
My view on it. I was always a Jordan guy, and like crap all over it. But I was 6-0. Like
no, it's insane.
You can't be like. As good as LeBron is, and I think LeBron is the most talented player of all time. Just specific skill set, 6'8" body, 250 frame. Yeah. Like, it's ridiculous. And the numbers that he puts up are absurd. Yeah. But 3-5 in the finals has to hurt you at some point.
Yeah, but you also, I feel like people don't realize how bad these teams were he brought to the finals. They were garbage.
I agree with that, though. But so I know two big Giants fans here. I'm a humongous Patriots fan. Yes, you did get us.
I've given in.
To what?
He's the GOAT.
He should be.
That's not,
meaning Tom Brady.
No, but I'm just saying.
People
hate him. Hate him with all my life.
Well, so say after he beat Seattle in Super Bowl 49.
That was not it for me.
So that was it for me.
The
fourth one. No. So he's 4-2.
But others had 4. That's the reason. Like, and they were also had all the.
But it was a debate. Now it's not a debate anymore.
Yeah,
but back then you could make points for either side. That's but I didn't. I used to hold the losses against them a little bit, but I also thought, well, you're getting a team to the Super Bowl twice, and that second team that played the Giants was not good.
So you're not saying that for LeBron.
Well, so now, but to go back off my point.
Yep.
I'm impressed by how many times he gets to the finals, but don't you have to have at least a 500 record or a winning record?
I agree to a point.
But now you're playing with quite possibly the best team against the best team of all time.
I agree with that. That's where I concede a little bit because they're ridiculous.
The one that is the obvious stain is the Mavericks one.
Yes.
And that's the only one it's inexcusable.
Yes, absolutely.
But like the Spurs one, bro.
They were good.
That's like a meme.
Yeah.
That's like if you see the video of the starting lineup, you're like, that's real. Like, it's crazy.
But at the same time, they had just granted they got
They
extremely
were never
lucky. They
winning
got
that championship in 2007.
that's Spurs. Oh, I'm talking about. All right, so when their second best player was Booby Gibson.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
What do you
that's a
mean,
loss.
Zindrunas Ilgauskas?
No, I'm saying I agree, but I'm saying that one that's a loss.
Big
the
Z?
Mavericks one is inexcusable, and then
Absolutely.
if you like, I don't want to be the guy to say like if you had Kyrie and Kevin Love, they win that championship, but like you probably do. So
I would
it's
say
like,
it's definitely. I mean, they were up.
but if you're, but
2-1
then it's
going
like
back
okay,
to-
yeah,
or
you're
going
LeBron,
into
you got to
game
figure it
four,
out, but
sorry.
like all that shit, but I just don't think it's. I think people don't look in the context of the 3 and 5 as much as they should.
And like I said, this is what makes it a good debate.
Yeah.
Another thing that plays a huge role into it, he's such a douche. He is such a douche. And he does so much for inner city kids in Cleveland, like the I Promise schools and stuff that.
but not even talking about that.
But he makes it so hard to like him sometimes.
That's how I feel about Steph Curry.
I've come around on Steph Curry where I don't like him as much. Like before he was like, oh, the baby-faced assassin or whatever, and he was
Yeah, I can hear it. I'm touching the mic.
he was a like young, like nice player, like he has his family in the stands, like, oh, that's cute. But like, oh, that whole Warriors team, they're just
Pissed me off.
They're just
Dude,
all
it's just
douche.
get
Like
the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
like
Every time.
I get
Every
it.
time.
Greatest shooter one of the greatest shooters of all time. So, but it just
No, he's like
just becoming more
basketball-wise,
unlikable.
He's like he's a fun basketball player, but like also at the same time he's annoying as shit to watch.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. But like in terms of LeBron being a douche, like the reason I don't really see it is because like I have a personal bias and like I really just don't like think he's that much of an asshole. But like
I think this year he just hasn't done a great job being invested with this team.
I think his criticism is a little over. Like the people criticizing him for me, I think it's a little overblown.
But like I can see where people say like him sitting at the end of the bench, like
He doesn't present himself.
no, he's not the same.
No.
He's not leading this team as he used to with those Cavalier teams. Like he's not like still in it. And now that they're in the playoffs, I doubt he's going to play the rest of the year.
No.
I just think I just think the coolest thing about the whole thing, and like I've been a LeBron fan, like, and that's why it's like I'm such a LeBron
I'm a
fan,
big LeBron
is
fan
because like
myself.
in 2003 when I was 8 years old, like he was coming in and like that was like So he's been my favorite player since I was 8. So like it's just like I have that attachment. But the cool thing for me is like he was coming in as like supposed to be the next Jordan, supposed to be all this shit, like literally the most hyped athlete of all time,
and he lived
and
up
like
to it.
not only lived up to it, but like exceeded it. That shit is unbelievable. Like it's insane.
That's the
Dog,
most-
what are you doing?
Bro,
just put your hands by your side.
touching
Stop
the mic.
touching this shit.
I don't
It's
know.
my first time. It's not. I don't.
Do you need a Rubik's Cube? A fidget spinner?
I don't know, bro.
That's a great point. His expectations, like they made the movie about him and everything, like
Sick movie.
Good
like
film.
when you're on the cover of Sports Illustrated as an 18-year-old
17.
kid,
Fucking
17-year-old
nuts.
kid saying the chosen one. What were you doing at
You got it
17?
tattooed
And
What
then
were
you
you
get it
doing
tattooed on your back.
The
You
biggest
gotta
thing
live
you
up to it at that
Bro, it's-
point.
That was one of the better Nike commercials I've seen.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not using that in like the Jordan LeBron debate. Like, oh, he was hyped in. He
But just more specifically,
But it's more
to him.
specifically
Yeah, yeah.
why I feel so strongly about it, or like I like him so much, is because he did that. But it's just like he's just so good, dude. He's literally
Right.
having a bad year, and he's 27, 8,
Oh,
and 8.
It's just more of the team aspect because the Lakers. By the way, I hate the Lakers.
Yeah.
They have sucked for years.
Yeah.
I think they have. Do they have a worse record this year than they do last year? It's right. It's very similar.
No.
It's close.
It's
Really
very.
close.
I'm sure it's close, but I think they had like 17
I understand
wins
he
last
got
year.
hurt, but then I didn't like the way, like the AD, all that trade talks happened, and
bad.
he's saying that he's gonna.
It was bad.
All these guys are gonna go like talk about killing morale for a young team.
Yeah. I'm gonna trade all you motherfuckers.
What are you gonna do? Like.
Yeah, that's tough.
So I think eventually they'll figure it out a little bit. It also depends if Kevin Durant leaves Golden State, which I think he will.
You're really I don't think he is.
I wouldn't. I just think there's so
I
much
hope he
tension
does
on
so
that team. DeMarcus Cousins is gonna kill that team.
He's leaving.
Oh, I'm sure. He
Or
will.
they're not gonna re-sign him. They don't want him.
No, he went there 1 year for a ring, but would it? I wouldn't shock me if he went to the Knicks. Why the hell?
Who?
Kevin
KD?
Durant. Well, why the hell would you?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. Their
Go to the
owner's a
Nets.
moron.
I would never go. If I was Kyrie or them, I would never
Go
go.
to Brooklyn. If you're gonna
If you're
him,
gonna
I don't,
go,
I don't want
go to
him to go
Brooklyn.
there because I want
Go to the
like,
Celtics.
Well, yeah.
Let's open
obviously.
that back up again.
Well, KD to the Celtics is
Would be
I'd rather have Kevin Durant than Anthony Davis.
Well, no shit.
Anthony Davis
Yes.
doesn't want to be here.
He's making himself now the best player in the world.
Gut feeling, I still think Kyrie's re-signing. I don't know why I've always thought that, but I just think
He's been scaring me, and I'm kind of sick of his bullshit.
It all depends on the playoff.
A
Right?
little
It
bit of
does.
both, but like you see the stuff that he said about Tatum and like shit like that.
Yeah, but
Yeah, because
No,
he's
but
so back and
yeah,
forth.
because
That's
bro,
what I'm
they're
saying is-
dookies. They're dookies, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So if Tatum's here, then Kyrie here, but hopefully. But fuck, what were we just saying? Oh, KD to Brooklyn, bro. Because fucking D'Angelo Russell is.
Who the Lakers shouldn't have traded away.
You see the.
he said it
you
was
see that thing?
the best thing that ever happened to him.
D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, and Lou Williams are all having like career years,
Yeah.
and they were just on.
They
the
gave
Lakers.
away.
That's
They
dope.
gave
Last
away
2
their
years ago.
better player, their better young player. Granted, Ingram has played well this year.
Yeah, I mean Kuzma's Kuzma. Like,
Yeah, and Ball is
Oh, you mean Matt? You mean Matt?
Ball's okay, but
Yeah.
he can't stay healthy.
yes, big part.
And his dad's an ass, but that's a
He
totally
just got
separate.
scammed out of $1.5 million too.
Good.
Yeah,
Fucking crazy.
that's yeah. No background checks out here.
Clearly.
Got some? Seems like you're
So last night, I don't know if you remember this. You're like, oh God, I think I'm gonna throw up. No, I'm good. But where's your bathroom? No, seriously, I'm fine. But the trash can, where is it? I thought that was so funny.
Oh my god.
Going back and forth. No, I'm good.
No, for real. But like, but like, where's your bathroom though? No, but like, where's it at? But no, it's down. It's down.
That's good.
But like, should I go outside or like, should I go to the? But like, seriously, if I'm gonna do this, bro, that was disgusting, dude. Man, he was out there pushing Irish whiskey nips on us that were not
Jameson?
nips. They were basic. No,
No.
not Jameson. That would have been worse too. But they were like a
They were
nip and a
big.
half.
They were-
Like a
The
nip
double,
and a half.
the double nip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. And Manny just like clocked it back and goes, and you know he was calling us all pansies. So I
And
of
no one
course-
else did it but Alex.
I of course didn't want to be a pansy, so I
That's
did
the
it.
like when you're hanging out with your friends and you're like, all right, don't be a pussy. Peer pressure is so real.
so real.
I was just like, you know,
Fine.
I guess I don't.
I guess
want to be
fine.
A pussy.
I don't want to be a pussy.
Is that what happened to Mr. Valley on St. Patrick's Day, or is that his own doing?
Dude, holy crap!
What a fucking
What-
mess that was.
Dude, I have never seen someone more slumped in my life.
See, so
That
Sam,
video of you guys like all posing
that was
with him,
fucked up.
dude. I thought it was some random.
It was
dude.
funny though.
It was
Dude,
hilarious.
so one of Dave's friends, I don't know if you saw the picture, but he he added like the emoji of a coffin and covered up Sam with it.
Oh, God.
But so Sam Valley, my roommate, another friend of the podcast.
You live with Sam?
I do.
And
Sam
Glenn.
Sam and Glenn.
Where?
Narragansett.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come over sometime.
Oh, because you guys are okay. Sorry, I forgot.
No worries. No worries.
I'll come over sometime.
All right, perfect.
All right, go ahead. My bad.
So one of my best friends, Sam Valley, my roommate, had a little too much to drink on St. Patrick's Day.
little.
St. Patrick's Day parade last Saturday in Newport. One of my favorite holidays, the closest that the Irish will get to Christmas. I need it, and I had to play babysitter the entire day. Mostly all of us did, but
It was a group effort.
it was a group
I
effort.
couldn't
But
imagine it wasn't.
we had to get him out of. He almost fought a cop. He was going through the street trying to give everyone high fives until people didn't want high fives anymore, and he would whack them on the chest. And then I had to like pull him out of there, and eventually he just passed out cold in his own puke on the side of the road, basically.
Dude,
Lord.
but I know where, in Newport, like on Thames, where that is, and that is like the most open spot
yeah.
on that walk that you could be
Oh,
to just
God.
be a fucking wacky wavy and like just
Yeah, just legitimately asleep.
dead weight, just dead weight.
Wow.
Did you see the video?
I saw the picture.
Dude, I'm so if you see the video of them all like getting into position to pose, like he's literally like folded up in himself, like under between his legs, like down, and I just like can't believe no one saw it and was like, that dude is dead.
But I don't understand. He usually handles his alcohol really well. Like we all get drunk. This same shit happens every single St. Patrick's. It's the same day.
I feel like
It's the same day.
that's
Like I don't understand.
You know it's
why
coming.
But I just
Is
don't
it-
get it.
does he drink anything different?
So we drink. Obviously, we're
He had a
pounding.
concoction.
We're
I heard.
pounding
A concoction of
mental
alcohol.
mint, Dr. McGillicuddy shots.
Ew.
I had 5 of them before I left the house. But my dear mother, Colleen Hanley, drives us over.
Name drop.
Drives us over.
Yep.
She wouldn't let me drink in the car. It was a saving grace for me because I was already kind of buzzed. And she was like, no, I'm not having you drink in the car because I'm not having you throw up in my Mercedes. Makes sense. Like, I understood. We get dropped off. We go to O'Brien's. Our old offensive line, Zilly is the bouncer there.
Oh my god!
So we
that's
knew
funny.
it. Didn't have to pay the $20 cover. Got right in.
Fire. Were you with Matt?
It was me, Matt, Allie, and Sam.
Fire.
But the other guys were coming later. They stopped at Dave's cousin's house and then were coming.
Oh, that's lit.
But they had to pay the cover, which was kind of funny.
Because he probably knew you, and
but
he knew
knew Dave, but it was just getting kind of crowded, I think.
Oh, okay,
so it was
gotcha.
like you couldn't let that go.
Yeah.
So we get into O'Brien's, great bar. I had my Joe Irish hat
Fantastic.
on. I felt great, buzzing. My aunt shows up. Like, I see some of my family there. So my aunt has bought us a certain amount of alcohol throughout the years.
Okay.
And Sam's like trying to think it back. Goes and buys her a tequila shot. Sees the sales guy from Barstool, Gaz, or what's the stool sales guy?
I don't know. I don't know them.
I didn't know who he was either. I just know his Twitter. Buys him a tequila shot. This is in the span of 5 minutes. Sees some other. I forgot who the third one was for. Buys a third one within the span of 10 minutes.
And so he's buying one for them, but also one for himself. Like he's doing it with them.
Doing
Oh my
both.
god, dude.
So there's 3. Think of the mental mint shots. There's probably 4 or 5 of those stirring around in there. I wake up at 7:30, and I go upstairs. What's he drinking? What were we talking about at the beginning of the show? Red wine. Drinking a glass of red wine at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh.
So imagine all of this just swirling in your stomach. Early in the morning in a 2-hour span.
That's disgusting.
It was a recipe for disaster.
Set up for death.
That's bad, bro.
Oh
yeah.
my god, it was awful.
Yeah, you can't be like if you're gonna do it early and you're gonna do it for a while, you gotta stick to just one. You can't mix. And
It's
obviously
a
you
marathon,
can't
not a
stick
race.
to
You gotta
tequila.
pick your poison and stick with it.
Dude, fuck that. Was it nice out?
It was beautiful.
I heard it was the best one in years.
It was the last 2 years. Last year it wasn't. It was cold, but it wasn't that cold. 2 years ago it was 15 degrees. It was absolutely frigid. This year it was beautiful.
Word.
It was
nice that
absolutely
day.
beautiful.
I didn't go, but
Yeah, neither did I.
it was nice.
It gave us a little like I'm just ready for summer now.
Yeah.
Dude.
Just ready.
Yeah.
And now there's
We'll
snow.
taste.
Now
I
there's
know,
now
we'll
there's snow.
taste.
I wake up this morning and see snow on the ground.
New England. It's Rhode Island for you.
Bro,
The
it was
worst weather
literally
pattern
61 last week. It's supposed to be 50 tomorrow or something.
It's fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. So back to the to March Madness. I know we're like flip-flopping back and forth, sports,
Fuck
not
'em.
sports. But I was in class trying to set up this podcast, and at this time, Murray State is playing Marquette. And all of a sudden, I'm trying to watch. I'm in class. I'm trying to pay attention. This night class from 6 to 9:30 has only 8 people in it, so it's kind of tough to not have the teacher like looking at you often.
As you're like,
So I'm trying to watch this game and trying to texting Bobby, trying to set up the podcast, and all of a sudden I get a text from Bobby. John Morant just killed someone. And then I quickly looked at my computer, looked at the game, and the replay comes up, and this dude dunked on a
I wasn't joking.
Put his nuts on his head, gave him a little teabag. That was the craziest dunk, like one of the craziest dunks I've seen.
I don't overreact to like the crossovers and dunks like that. Like, if it's a nice dunk, I'll go like I'll be like, whoa. This one, when
Body
you
bag.
cock it back with 2 hands, he's basically his head's above the rim.
He got up.
Marcus Howard, the star point guard for Marquette, is talking before the week when they were at before the game, talking about how when they were at the Chris Paul camp this summer, he can literally get his torso above the rim.
Who,
And
John Morant?
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
believe
he's
it.
a freak
How tall is
athlete.
he? He's a point
Like,
guard. He's
probably
probably
like my height.
6 feet, 6'1".
Oh, he's shorter than me?
I
I'll
don't
look it
know.
up.
But you're talking about a kid like this is the stuff I don't understand. Like guys fly so under the radar. He's from South Carolina, played on Zion Williamson's
Didn't get an
AAU
offer
team.
from South
Didn't
Carolina.
even visit South Carolina.
He didn't get an offer.
Yeah.
He's 6'3".
I understand there are late bloomers, but like, how do you just?
and like,
I'm
and,
older than him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
So he was good his freshman year, and then he just blew up his sophomore year. It was just ridiculous. If
I thought
Zion
he was a senior.
and if Zion wasn't in this draft, he probably would go number 1, or depending on
I've
if
seen
you're
him
gonna
number
take
2 to
Barrett.
the Knicks.
Yeah,
Which would be dope.
The Sixers or the Celtics fucking
Yeah.
had him early in the season
Yeah.
were like scouting him, and I was like, bro, if we pick up some jackass
He's
named John Morant,
nuts.
and then I look at him and I was
And then
like,
you watch him play.
I
Watch him
want
play
John
this
Morant.
weekend.
Watch
him play.
I watched the whole game the other day.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good.
I've since that point I had seen him,
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
saying at the midpoint of the season,
Yeah,
the
you were
Celtics
like,
season,
what? Who is this
I was like,
guy?
who's this dude? Because all you hear is Zion
Yeah.
and RJ, and I'm like, Murray State, what the fuck? Like, who is this guy? And then I saw that little mini documentary, and then I saw him play, and I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
we need
You
this
think
guy.
you think it's all dunks, kind of like with Zion. That's what I thought it was. And then
But
you
he's
watch
a point guard.
Then you watch them play. He had a triple double. Granted, the only thing knock on him, I thought he was a little loose with the ball. He had about seven or eight turnovers.
Yeah, he kind of makes like
But
flashy passes.
he makes
and stuff.
everyone better. That Murray State team's not that good. Marquette's a better team.
That's what I'm
than them.
sure.
But that's what I was gonna say was, South Carolina probably is, not known for basketball, but like neither is really Murray State.
No.
But like he's
The
carrying them.
Racers?
He's carrying
Don't
them.
sleep on the Racers.
But if he was on South Carolina, like they would have like had this dude who could carry them to
Went to a Final Four a couple of years ago. They
Yeah.
probably could have used him again.
Didn't
They
that kid,
coulda-
one of
Oh,
their
yeah,
players
you're
is in the NBA now, from that team.
one of
I
their
think.
players,
I don't know who.
Darius Thornwell.
Yeah,
Yeah, good player.
yeah,
They had some good. Their coaches. Frank Martin's a good coach.
yeah. No, but I think that kid's nuts.
Oh, it's absurd.
Yeah, it's awesome though.
Mm-hmm.
Something else to hear except for Zion Williamson.
For sure.
I was gonna just a quick side note. I think I told you the story yesterday about that tweet thing.
What?
The dude that that liked my tweet.
Oh yeah.
So it's just really funny side story. So, do you ever watch like College Humor shit?
I don't think so.
That's all right.
Right.
I didn't either. My roommate showed me, but this series on there. It was called Jake and Amir, and it's mad fucking funny. For anyone that hasn't seen it, but the dude Amir Blumenfeld, they have a podcast like everything, but they're just mad funny dudes, and it's
Yeah.
something that me and my roommate watch, and like. There's like people on YouTube you watch or some shit like they're and you just kind of follow them. So he tweeted yesterday a poll on Twitter like who has the coolest name in the tournament, John Morant or Zion Williamson. And so I clicked on John Morant and instantly it went to 100%. And I was like, obviously like not everyone picked John Morant, so I was the first one to click it. So I, as a joke, sent it to James, my roommate. It was like, first, I got it first. And but then I said, I feel like Taco Fall should be up there for sure.
Any guy that's named Taco.
So James was like, tweeted at him like that. Well, that'd be funny. So I tweeted at the tweet at him like, I feel like Taco Falls should be up there. # taco emoji. And of all the replies and everything, like I was the only one that he liked, and I saw that he liked it, and I was like, I didn't feel like I would like.
So you're
care.
basically boys.
That's
No, but I thought it was funny. Like
So we're basically
like
best friends.
like I've never had a relatively famous person like my tweet before.
it's a nice feeling.
It's just weird. I was like, oh. Yeah, that's cool. He kind of saw me for a second.
See,
But,
like that's how I felt.
But like
when-
it's like now I'm like, I'm kind of
kind of a big deal. I mean,
Short
no,
high.
That's
I
how
was
I-
gonna say
You were in
something
a
else,
little-
but-
that's how I
high.
felt when this is gonna sound Joey Bats, Jose Batista,
Yeah.
used to be a baseball player for Toronto. He followed me on Twitter, and I
Right.
felt like kind of cool. He
Isn't-
follows like 900,000 people.
Oh my God.
So I was like, oh,
Yes.
all right, but
Not so special
Not so
anymore.
special after all. But
That's funny.
all right, so
What were you saying before this?
so speaking of
Oh,
Twitter,
yeah,
so
my
I got
bad.
I got this loaded up. You definitely heard of the Florida Man Challenge this week.
Oh yeah, I haven't done it.
No, I
So-
have no idea what you're talking
so-
about.
know it?
All right,
No.
so
Yeah, obviously.
quick like explanation. So there are some freaks down in Florida. It's a lawless swamp.
Clearly.
It's like, and plus there's so many people down there. So many people
British
go
are
down there.
coming
For,
up there. Jesus
so many
Christ.
people go down there for the winter and stuff like that. So the challenge is you just type in Florida Man and then your birthday, and you're guaranteed to find
Some crazy
some
dude.
fucking loony just doing some crazy ass shit.
That's funny.
So I looked at it and I did it, and because for the first one I saw was Florida Man explodes himself after putting a smaller microwave into a bigger microwave.
What?
So I did this and I check mine and it says Florida Man asks cop to test his own illegal drugs that he was making in his garage. So I just, when you get some free time, just
I'll do it right
just-
now,
just
live on the
look at it.
podcast.
And it's-
so funny.
it is.
That's wild.
It's just
You have
so
to do
funny.
the year.
That
You'd think
there are
those-
just so many freaks in one area.
You
It's
do
like,
the year too.
oh,
You would think the titles were made up. That's how like outlandish they
Yeah.
are. Man put some
smaller microwave, and like they show
the aftermath.
the aftermath, and well, I don't know if it was from that or it was just a messy kitchen, but there was shit everywhere. I was like, oh,
crime scene photos, body parts everywhere.
Yeah, it's just awful.
You pulling yours up?
I was trying. That's not as funny. But this one says, this Florida man convinced people he was a rich Saudi prince. He was really a poor kid from the streets. Whoa! What a bad... He's a madman.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Did you have to put your birth date, like, the year, too?
I put Florida man, and then I just put June 13th.
I'm not getting too much, I guess.
Nothing happened on your birthday too much.
That's a swing and a miss.
Milton... Oh, nice. This one's good. Guy hit his pregnant girlfriend with a bag of tortilla chips.
Over what?
Over baby's paternity.
Oh, nice. Love
Yeah,
this.
that guy looks like a real nice guy.
Some
Oh,
nice
yeah. Oh, yeah, bitch. Here's some scoops.
Take
Scoops.
my Tostitos.
All right. I guess nothing, but
Oh,
that dude out there who's pretending to be a Saudi prince.
And FYI, don't hit your women with some scoops.
Don't hit women.
With anything.
Yeah, especially with nothing. Especially with nothing.
But not also.
And that includes tortilla chips.
What is it? It's not limited to whatever.
I don't know. I know what you're saying, but I don't know what the phrase is.
Including but not limited
To
to
tortilla chips.
Wheat Thins, Cheez-Its, Ritz crackers.
Anything of the cracker variety.
Yes,
Any type
yes.
of chip.
If you can put it on a charcuterie board, don't fucking do it. Don't ever do it.
Little cheese plate.
I told you I'm older now. I'm fancy. I drink wine.
Yeah, you match
With
up the
cheese.
wines with the
cheeses.
You definitely have a decanter.
Definitely don't.
Yep.
I don't
Oh wow.
know what that is.
It's
know what that is?
you gotta
Isn't
pour
it
the
the
you gotta
aerator
pour the
thing?
wine in the decanter. It
Yeah,
lets the
aerates-
tannins
aer-
release.
yeah.
You gotta let it breathe, baby. Come
That's
on.
the aerator thing.
Come on.
So
Bum, Mike's memes.
again, I guess it's a segment, but I have a little meme, nice little Twitter meme where most great memes come from. So it says, "Guys really live in apartments like this and don't see any issue."
Oh no.
And I'll show you the picture here. I'll flash it up on the screen.
Oh, you're
Hopefully,
going
I'll
to flash
remember. Do you see it?
It's just
That's
a it's
awesome.
just
And
a
it says-
recliner and a TV.
And some guy responded, "This dead ass the dream." And then I was like, that looks a little familiar, because that's Alex's apartment.
Hey,
It looks exactly like it.
Listen, man. If you think that I want to move shit in and out more than I have to, you got to be dead ass wrong.
And I'm sure your roommate likes it too. It's just not a lot of clutter. It's a TV and a chair.
Yeah, we have some couches. They are. Do you have to do the camera? You got it.
Oh yeah.
Has it been a while?
I don't know.
All right, cool. But yeah, I mean, we have couches. They are, shit, but they're couches. I sleep on them often, and they're nice.
Yeah.
But
But
just
you're getting
like
old.
basically-
You're getting older now. I don't want you to throw your back out. Do you have a futon?
Oh, bro, no.
You can't sleep on the futon.
No.
You can't do it.
But the, it's just minimal stuff.
I just thought it was funny.
Just little to none decorations.
Yeah. Just the essentials.
Yeah, just the essentials. It you know what it is? It's the perfect transition from the abysmal abomination
Of a
of a
college.
college dorm that we
Yeah.
lived in to hopefully what is
Adulthood.
to be a nice house that we get soon.
Yeah.
But there's just middle ground right now.
Little transition
Of
phase.
the-
It's fine, I swear.
We were on our own before, but it didn't really matter. But
Yeah.
now it matters, so we can't be reckless.
Yeah.
You're right in the sweet spot
Yeah, but it's coming to
between not
coming to
fully
an end
grown
soon.
up, but closer to college.
But yeah, it works. It works. It's home. Okay.
Home is where the something is. I don't know what that. I don't know what that
Home
is.
is where the heart is.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
In
Yeah.
Natick. Right? It's Natick, isn't it? Yeah.
What are you up there, Boston or something? Up there in Boston?
I heard your brother's working in Boston.
Yeah, dude, I'm just outside the city, man.
I'm like 45 minutes outside the city. No big deal. I heard you're out there in Boston. No,
Nope,
I'm
not really.
I live in Natick. I don't know what that is.
Oh, great.
Oh, you don't know the West Natick train station? The one right around the corner?
Oh God,
Dude, that has got to be one of the best episodes of
Family
almost
Guy.
any show, but yeah.
That's my favorite one of all time. Do you know the when Stewie comes to Brian about his novel? He's like, so yeah, I see you working on that novel still. It's coming along. Little protagonist.
Little beginning,
Beginning,
middle, and end.
Friends become enemies. Enemies become friends.
They're richer for the experience.
I don't think I've seen.
Oh
that.
no, you deserve a break.
Oh, dude.
Is it one of like it's a Brian and Stewie episode?
It's
Basically,
basically Brian,
yeah.
but it's just a quick they added it into the episode
Yeah.
where they're they were supposed to converse, but they make it about Brian writing his novel, and he goes, and it's one that he had been
Faster
writing
than the
for
speed of love.
seasons and seasons.
Yeah.
So fucking funny.
You've been
I think
working on
my
that novel for a long
favorite
time now.
Stewie Brian episode, Road to the Multiverse, when they're just hopping through
yeah.
different dimensions. Like, oh, what is this? It's just all white. Oh, there's there's a guy from a distance that just yells compliments. Hey, I like your shirt. Thank you.
and then he goes away, and they hey, there's that guy.
Oh,
again.
it's
They pick it
oh,
up.
it's the
it's
the misleading universe. Oh, there's the compliment guy. This isn't so bad. Oh, they got both of us.
That's funny.
Dude, that shit is awesome,
Hey, Black. Hey, Black.
bro. I don't think I've laughed consistently as hard as I did last night at the Maddie fucking Smokes video.
Oh my God,
Bro, I literally didn't stop laughing, and then as I was in the middle of laughing, they'd say another thing, and it would
Couldn't breathe.
go up again. I could not breathe, bro.
So if you're ever have some free time,
You have to watch this video.
a quick 15 minutes. Look up Maddie Smokes and then Cody Ko and Noel Miller, and it's
Oh, is this the real boys of Simi Valley?
Well, he's the
Cody
one-
Ko's
he's
in
the-
it.
Cody
Yeah,
Ko's-
yeah,
yeah.
he's Wade.
but they watch
fucking
the
bro,
you
you
don't even
video.
burn.
Yeah,
Yes, I do.
All right,
bro.
so stop.
Wade
no,
doesn't burn.
he's saying I don't burn. I do.
I
do.
burn, dude.
I've been trying. Dave's been trying to get me to watch that.
So
he
funny.
just showed me a scene from it, and I laughed my ass off.
It's
I need to-
hilarious.
that
just
shows
sit down.
funny, but so this is him off doing his YouTube
On
channel.
his YouTube channel,
and
yeah.
he does a series called That's Cringe, where
He just watches cringy YouTube videos.
and but it's so fucking funny, bro. And this one is from this
Oh,
kid.
it's a vape hot box, and the kid's like,
like in a car.
yeah.
They're trying to hop.
Kid and his three friends, and they're
Oh
like,
my god.
so this is the vape hot box.
No, it's what is going on, guys? It's Maddie
Maddie
fucking
fucking
smokes. No, and this kid in the back that he's friends with,
Is a
he's a
goober.
fucking idiot, yo. So they're hitting. They have jewels, and then the fucking big
The
ass,
box. He was like,
when you're fucking hitting that
That
shit.
sounds fucking awful.
It
it's
is awful.
so funny.
But so this one girl that he's chilling with, they're like,
Have you hit a
ever
jewel?
have you ever hit a jewel before? And she's like, no, I don't think I have. And the kid in the back's like, you haven't hit a jewel before? Are you being dead ass? And then
Oh
he's
my
like,
God.
as she's hitting, he's like, that's 50 Nick. That's fucking 50 Nick, bro. And it's just like, oh my God, what is this lingo that you're saying? And just do you have no self-awareness that you're literally trying to hotbox vapor? Literally, and it's just not a fucking thing you can do. And you're talking about, yo, that's 50 Nick. And then they do too. That's 100 fucking Nick, dude. Oh my God. But the funniest shit is when he gets the fucking
he gets
goggles.
some goggles on. He goes, "Their Nick levels at 9,000."
But if you have to watch that because
Quick 15 minutes. Give it a look.
Crying, dude.
Hilarious.
What is going on, guys? It's Maddie fucking Smokes. Oh my God. That's awesome.
Yeah. Anything else, fellas?
No, I think we're all set.
Yeah.
You good? I don't think I had anything else. That was about it.
All right. Well, that was episode 8.
8.
8?
Wow.
Yeah.
ESPN the Ocho.
Yeah. Episode 8, Friend 7.
Obscure Sports Quarterly.
Mr. Bobby Hanley.
AKA Silk.
Bobby Silk Hanley.
Were you a lefty?
No.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So, quick last story.
So there was
Oh,
something.
oh.
When we were 9, this is when Matt and I first met each other. We were on Gusta Gregory's team. It was me, him,
wow.
Matt Bolter, Jake
Wow.
Porter,
God.
throwback. And I shot kind of with my kind of with my left hand. Like I didn't
Yeah,
have like
you
I
had
didn't
that.
have
You
I
had
didn't
that
have
double.
I didn't have a strong hand. Like I would like it didn't matter. Like I would go either way. And I was an okay shooter. And Matt was like, Bobby, like why do you shoot with your left hand? Like shoot with your right. Change my shot.
Yep.
So like that, like not a lot of people know that, but
so-
that's like how I got a better jump shot. And I obviously like that was on me. I kept practicing it, but yeah, no, that was thanks
because
Matt.
of Matt.
Pivotal moment.
Shout out to
So,
Matt.
yeah.
Nice way to end it. I even got the shirt, the sweatshirt to represent it.
Taught him everything he knows. What? So
I did.
yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah.
How could you have being the youngest one have done that?
Hey,
Don't worry about it.
you were shooting in the gym, you know. So that has. Are we good to?
Yeah, I think so.
Good
Do
to
you have
go.
another one?
No, I think I'm all set.
Do you have
Okay,
another one?
I'm good.
Do you have
Um,
another one? No.
So thank you all for listening to episode 8. Again, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube as always. 5 stars on Apple. Give this little episode a download. And Bobby, lastly before we go, where can they find you?
Where can they find me?
Yeah. On
Oh,
Instagram.
If you could,
Anything to
you
plug?
want to shout out my Instagram?
You can find me at
Bobby
Charlie O's on Friday night.
I'll be at Charlie O's tonight. Bobby _ Hanley 78 is my Instagram
Have a
handle.
link down below.
Hanley 78 is my Twitter handle. Robert J Hanley is my LinkedIn handle. If
Oh,
you want to
okay.
add me
Get a
professionally.
little connection.
Golf Stud 78 is my Snapchat handle. Don't ask about that. But hey, guys, thanks for having me on.
All right.
Golf Stud.
That has been, as we said, episode 8. And thank you guys for listening. And we'll see you next week. Peace.
So long, friends.